Yeah. Okay. I think that was my first batch of serious technical difficulties. Thank you so much for tuning in live to the ACC live sale. My name is Landon Peets with All Comics and Collectibles, and thank you to everyone who ends up watching this after the fact once it is posted on YouTube. If I can get some feedback just to make sure everyone can hear me and see me, I'd really appreciate it. Definitely, my cats can hear me and see me, my mom can hear me and see me, so that's 3/4 of the audience. So I think we're doing pretty good there. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I have some brand new material from a collection I purchased a couple of weeks ago. I was able to put some of it out at the Berkeley Comic Show, which was a really enjoyable time. I got to set up right next to A1 with my dad, which is always a lot of fun. And I got part of this Bronze Age horror collection out during that show, and I have a little bit more of it, especially for you guys here online. So I can go ahead and start. This is Werewolf by Night #2. This is a Mike Plug cover. It's a 5.0 for $21. The really cool thing about this run of Werewolf by Night is they're really solid books. They have really nice colors. They present very well if you're showing them to somebody. Thank you very much, Marissa. But they're also very affordable. They're all in that kind of 5.0 to 7.0 range, and this series really doesn't take off in price until you get into that 8.5, 9.0 kind of investment grade. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the Werewolf by Night #2 up on A, and go ahead and go through the entire run here. Here's #3. It's a 7.0 for $34. Really cool big banner title. They were kind of, that was even a throwback then in the 70s. Kind of a shout out to the golden age in the 40s and early 50s with the big color banner across the top highlighting the title. This is another Mike Plug cover. I believe pretty much all of these are, except for 1 or 2 of them are Gil Kane covers. So #3 is $34. That's a 7.0. It's going to go up on B. And we have issue #4 is a 6.0 for $23. A lot of these covers kind of feature the same setup. You have a woman in peril, you have a man either threatening her or trying to save her, and then you have the Werewolf by Night somewhere in the mix, usually featured prominently. It's a really good formula, and it worked out pretty well, and it holds true through the entire series. Same with Tomb of Dracula, except instead of a werewolf, you have Dracula. So #4 is a 6.0 for $23. That's going to go up on C. And we lose the banner on top on this one, but the title still really pops. All of these books, even though they're all in the $20 to $30 range, I still cleaned up the back of them, got as much dirt off as possible so they look as good as they possibly can. They really don't need a press or anything like that. They're not going to bump up very far in grade. So these are books that can go straight into your collection. They have silver staples. They were not exposed to a lot of heat or sunlight. So again, if you're just kind of filling out a run, or you want copies that you can read, copies that you don't really have to deal with putting in a CGC case, sending off, waiting a few months to get back, and hoping you get a good grade, and you might not. These ones are a little more short-term satisfaction when it comes to collecting. So this is Werewolf by Night #7. It's a 6.5 plus for $24, and it's going to go up on D. We have #8. It's $31. Again, it's 7.0. Just like I said, they're all between 5.0 and 8.0. This one has the Lurker. No, Krog, the Lurker from Beyond. A lot of people forget that Marvel wasn't always a superhero company. Before the Fantastic Four, they pretty much made what they referred to as monster mags, and they essentially just featured monsters. When all their titles, whether it's Tales to Suspense, Tales to Astonish, Journey to Mystery, the first appearance of Groot actually comes from before the superheroes, early Journey to Mystery, if I'm remembering correctly, or maybe it's Tales to Astonish. It's one of those two, for sure. But it's way before they ever even thought or imagined that there would be superheroes in their title. So the Werewolf by Night is definitely a throwback to that, especially Krog, that kind of one-syllable made-up child's name for a monster. So number 8 is going to go up on E, and it's $31. I have new tags. If there's any feedback on the tags, I very much appreciate it. I got some great feedback about the letters from Mom here. So we tightened up the rack a little bit so we can get a little more on here, and I think it's going to be a little bit more visually appealing. Isn't that right, Twitch? Thank you. All right, so now we have number 11. It's $24. It's a 7.0. We got the cool classic transformation of the Werewolf by Night. That's going to go up on F for Full Moon, Fear Moon here. And see, we have Werewolf by Night number 15. This is the first time Dracula and the werewolf meet and fight each other. $32 for a 5.0. This is a bit of a minor key when it comes to the series. And again, this is a Mike Plug cover, March 10th, 1974. Gonna go up on G. And this is a cool book. It's a Knight Rider number 1. A lot of people don't know that in the early Bronze Age, Marvel did a whole series of genre titles that only lasted for 2 or 3 issues. It was not very popular when it came out. Genres were very, very popular in the late 50s to early 60s before the superheroes took over. And then after about a decade and a half, they decided to try the genres again. What I mean by genre, like this one is a Western. You deal with horror or crime or science fiction, basically all of your normal literature genres that don't have anything to do with superheroes. So they took another shot at it. It didn't go that well. So these books are actually pretty low print run because they're just kind of testing the waters. A lot of people look past them when it comes to the collector's market. They're very hard to come by in high grade. And I think it's a very good opportunity for people that are interested in comics and holding on to them for a long period of time, or they might actually be fun to read. So this is a 6.5 Knight Rider number 1 for $24, and that's going to go up on H. And if I fall down and the camera falls and everything goes offline, it's because my cats are running around on my feet. We got ROM Space Knight number 1. It's a 9.2 for $49. It's going to go up on I for Ignored Comic Book Series. We got Darkhawk number 1. It's a 9.0 for $14. Very affordable. And again, in the 90s, they tried a whole series of number 1s again. Probably to boost sales and experiment with whether or not they could get another kind of ongoing A-list character. I would say they failed in that attempt with Darkhawk, but again, it's still kind of a cool cover, and it is a character that a lot of comic book collectors know. So this one's going to go up on J. We got Dazzler 1 and a 9.4 for $55. I believe they're thinking of Taylor Swift playing her in a future, I guess it would be an X-Men movie. So that could be interesting. It is a pretty awesome cover. I don't know if that is airbrush or kind of looks like airbrush. Anyways, it's a really nice cover. It really stands out from the rest of the books that were published at the same time. It's not her first appearance per se, but it is her first ongoing solo series and a number 1. So there's a lot of things going for it. That's going to go up on K. For okay, you've done this one before, move on. We got Punisher number 1. Haven't done this one. It's a 9.0 plus for $95. This is the first Punisher solo series. It is a limited series. Cool thing about this series is that it says first in a 4-issue limited series, but it ended up being 5 issues. It says it's 4 issues for the first 4 books. So 1 is first of 4, 2 is second of 4, third of 4. It even says 4th of 4 on the 4th issue, and then it has a 5th issue. So I think that month the editor was on vacation. So we're going to put that one up on L. And then we got Silver Surfer number 1. This is the one-shot. So this is volume 2, number 1. Even though it's a one-shot, it does take one of the volume slots. The ongoing series that ends up featuring a lot of Ron Lim covers is volume 3. And of course, we all know the classic Silver Age series is volume 1. So this is a 9.2 for $49. That's going to go up on M. And we have King Size Annual Avengers number 10, which is the first appearance of Rogue. It's a 5.5 for $29. One of the great things about this collection is the same as the Werewolf by Night and Tomb of Dracula. Very solid, nice colors, but not super high grade, so it really doesn't break the bank. And it is a great way to get a placeholder or just have a book to read. And it's going to go up on N. We still have, to my great surprise, 2 copies of Wolverine number 88 and a 6.5 for $65. These are newsstands. They're hard to come by. Movie's going to come out in 3 weeks. There's really not much more I can say about that. Those are going to both go up on O right here. And on some more books that I had up on the wall at the show in Berkeley. So if you guys didn't get a chance to claim anything from Instagram or be physically at the show, now is your next best shot. The Deadpool number 1, 9.4 for $69. Let's go up on P. And Wolverine 24 and an 8.5 for $34. It's going to go up on Q. Let's see. I'm going to skip through some books here that I've already done on previous shows. Really cool thing about YouTube is you can just jump down the playlist of videos and you can watch them, and if anything hasn't been already claimed, it'll be really easy to tell because I'll just say what books have been claimed after the live sale. So when you go back and watch the video, just comment in the video specific comments if you want any of the books that are featured. So I won't spend any time duplicating books, ideally. We got Ghost Rider number 1. This is volume 2. It's a 9.4 for $49. First appearance of Danny Ketch, the second Ghost Rider, or third Ghost Rider actually. And we got cover art by Javier Saltares. We'll go up on R. Got Captain America number 1. This is the first brief appearance of the Winter Soldier. It's a really, really well done series. I've read it. One of the few series that I've read features brilliant cover art and really, really high quality writing. So I think I have 2 copies at 9.0 for $19. Those are both going to go up on S. All right, got a Hulk 348 newsstand. This is just that iconic Todd McFarlane Hulk cover. He did a great run, about I think like 6 or 7 issues. I would say this is the second most valuable or sought after, and not to mention the reflection cover with Wolverine's claws. You see the Hulk coming right at him. It's probably the most notable in that specific series. It's also a newsstand. So this is issue 348, 8.0 for $39. It's going to go up on T. And we got Hulk. Let's see, 449 is an 8.5 for $70. Hey Jeremy, how's it going? So this is the first Thunderbolts. It's going to go up on U. Really trying to get to books I haven't done yet. Got Wolverine 50. This is a cool. I forget what these are called. The way they have the cutout in the thicker like cardstock. Die cut. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. So this is a die cut cover with Wolverine's claws. Very popular. It's a 9.2 for $14. It's going to go up on V. And Spider-Man 2099 number 1 is a 9.2 plus for $29. Lots of 2s and 9s. All of that. Take it down before I get confused. And then we got What If. This is the first Spider-Woman. It's issue 105 of What If. That's a 6.0 for $49, and that's going to go on X. And I'm going to leave this wall up for a second and find some books that I haven't put up before. Two books later, full stack of fresh material. Okay, I'm sure that was plenty of time. Go ahead and take these books down. We got What If 105 on X, Spider-Man 2099 #1 on W, Wolverine 50 on V. Grading price on in is it's a 5.5 for $29. It's actually a really solid copy, just kind of a general 5.5. There's no major defects, nothing that catches your eye. I do like that one quite a bit. So we got Hulk 449 on U, Hulk 348 on T, Captain America 1 on S, Ghost Rider 1 on R, Wolverine 24 on Q. We don't need to list them all off again. Okay. I do need to get some non-copyright music.
You would?
No, I need to get some non-copyright background music.
Yeah.
If I play anything that's been copywritten, then the AI for YouTube will actually just yank the video.
Yeah.
Or deprioritize it. Okay. Let's see what I got here. All right, so I have put up these static ones before, but I wanted to show these because I have another one. So this is a static one that came out of the poly bag, and then there's one that was put up on the newsstand, and they actually look very different. So this is 8.5 plus for $29, going to go up on A. And then we have, this is the newsstand, so it features different art. It's a overall just different color palette, and this one's actually much more sought after. It's harder to come by in good condition or high grade. So this one's a 6.5 for $21. And I'm just going to double check one thing real fast. All right, I'm gonna put this one up on B. We got Wolverine 17. It's a 6.0 for $12. Just a iconic. I think it's John Byrne art on this one. Yeah, John Byrne. We go up on C. And these are actually different copies of these books. I did sell a couple of them at the show. So this is the kind of like their lower grade counterparts. This is Wolverine 24. It's 7.5 for $14. And yes, Jeremy, the claim form only has to be filled out once unless your information changes, just like the one from A1. So if you move or anything, yeah, we're going to need to know that. But otherwise, yeah, once you fill it out, you are good to go. Thank you for asking. Wolverine number 27 is a 6.0 for $12. It's going to go up on E. Batman Adventures number 1. If everybody remembers, this is issue 11 or 12 was the first Harley Quinn. I'm blanking right now. I think it's Batman Adventures 12 sounds about right. So this series is what leads to the first appearance of Harley Quinn in comic books. But this was originally a cartoon on ABC one Saturday morning. The cover art, or the art style, is the same as the cartoon, and this was originally intended, obviously, for younger audiences, even though Harley Quinn evolved into more of a kind of Deadpool-esque character of the DC world. So we got Batman Adventures 1 and 8.0 for $16. It's going to go up on F. We have number 2 is going to go up on G. That one is $12. Everybody remembers Mark Hamill's Joker. It's actually what he's pretty much best known for besides Luke Skywalker. Did a fantastic job as the Joker. Even recently did the Joker in the Killing Joke animated film that was put out by DC a few years ago. So Batman Adventures number 3 is a 9.2 plus for $21. And my cat's just picking a very opportune time to have a WrestleMania match right here in the room. Batman Adventures number 4 is a 9.0 for 14. And then we got a late newsstand. This is a 1994 newsstand. Batman Adventures number 20 and a 9.2 for $19. I'll put that up on J. We have Orania. I think we hit this issue 1, 3, 4, 5. This is the first appearance of Aranya. She is related to Peter Parker, and I'm pretty sure she's in the most recent Spider-Verse movie, the one that features Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, and like hundreds of other Spider characters. But that one is going to go up on K, and I'm going to go ahead and put all of these up on K. So here's 1. This is number 3. Got 4 and 5. I'll go ahead and put these up as a kind of an incomplete set. We're missing number 2. But if anyone wants to claim this, be more than happy to do half off on that one and that one. And that goes for people watching the video after the fact on YouTube as well. We got X-Men Volume 2, number 11. It's not a key, but it's one of the most expensive books in the run just because everybody really likes that art. And again, it's definitely a throwback to the art style of the cartoon in the 90s, just like the Batman Adventures cartoon. Those are pretty much the 2 cartoons I watched. I missed Rugrats and Hey Arnold and Fairly Odd Parents, but I definitely saw the X-Men, the 90s X-Men and the Batman Adventures. So this is a 9.0 plus for $27. I was experimenting with the tags. So this is kind of our little trial and error with the tags here. So just bear with me. I think we're going to stick with what we started with though. So this X-Men Volume 2, number 4 is 8.5 for $24. It's going to go up on M for men. This is the first appearance of Omega Red, and I guess it's a partial cover appearance. And this is Jim Lee cover art, published January 10th, 1992. There, and then we have issue 5. It's his first full cover appearance, second appearance of Omega Red. It's also the first appearance of Agent Zero, who's actually featured in the first Wolverine movie, the one that everybody tries to forget that they did use Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool in, but it didn't land very well, to say the least. But Agent Zero is one of the people from Weapon X that is sent to hunt Logan down in that movie, and I believe he gets a helicopter dropped on him, but let's try to avoid spoilers. So this is a 7.0 for $14. It's going to go up on N. And one of my personal favorites, it's not expensive. This is the Marvel Masterpieces, number 1 and a 9.2 for $19. And basically these are blown up copies of what was sold as trading cards. And the reason I like these so much is in addition to them being really, really cool art. So one of my first jobs at the comic book store, my dad would bring home sealed boxes of the Marvel Masterpieces cards, and I would open them up and organize them and make sets because they sold best as sets. I did that quite a bit for the Marvel Masterpieces, the Fleer Ultras, and the Power Rangers cards, I think. That's going to go up on O, 9.2 for $19. And we got Spider-Girl number 1, 8.5 for $49. It's also a newsstand, and that's going to go up on P. And I got one final pile of books here. Kind of a wonky Tuesday, but that's okay. Spider-Girl number 1, 8.5 for $49. Really cool book. Actually, a lot of really cool books. Shazam number 1 is an 8.5 for $75. Got it claim. All right, Jeremy, thank you very much. This one goes to Jeremy. I got a pile for you already, so I appreciate that. There. So yeah, Shazam 1's 8.5 for $75. This is the first DC publication of Shazam. They changed his name from Captain Marvel to Shazam because they were sued by Marvel Comics, and obviously the movie, they called him Shazam. I don't think they refer to him as Captain Marvel ever in the movie, and I don't think they're allowed to. Go up on Q. Mr. Miracle number 1. This is a 9.2 for $225. if DC wanted to kind of just start making some really good content and taking their time with movies, Mr. Miracle would be one of the best places to kind of start over. It'd be a lot more fresh than doing Batman movies or Superman movies or characters that have already been used, and for the most part used poorly. So kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy approach. There's a ton of awesome background story and art from Jack Kirby for Mr. Miracle. And that would be a really, really good place to kind of creatively start over in a refreshing way. So that's going to go up on R. We have New Teen Titans #1 and a 9.4 for $65. It's going to go up on S. And it's Kirby. Yeah, that's right. Really hard to go wrong with Jack Kirby. Yeah, it wasn't all awesome, but it had a really solid run on the DC books, and then they made a big deal about it, and especially the Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen run he did brings like a really neat kind of darker dynamic to that title, and that obviously introduces Darkseid. New Teen Titans #2. This is the first appearance of Deathstroke, the Terminator, 7.5 for $75. We go up on T for Terminator or Teen or Titans or time to stop with that gimmick. New Teen Titans Annual #2. This is the first Vigilante. I've heard really good things about the Vigilante show and the featuring the John Cena's Peacemaker. So one of the best things we got from the Suicide Squad movies. That's going to go up on U. It's a 9.0 for $26. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm thinking the same thing. I would also like to have an extra $225 instead of that book. Daniel Duck Adventures #1, 8.5 for $16. I actually think it would hurt a lot to dive into a pit of gold coins or silver coins. Pretty sure that just breaks your face. We got Batman 608. It's a newsstand from 2002. 9.0 for $49. It's going to go up on W. Awesome Jim Lee cover. Got some more Jim Lee Batman here. This is the cover A. So this is the Heroes cover. And the next one is the Villains cover. This is a 9.2 for $12. It's going to go up on X or no. And here, I'll go ahead and put these up together. So here's the Villains cover. They're both Jim Lee. This is a 9.4 for $19, but I'll put both of these up together on X. I'll go ahead and do half off on those as well, just in case. Extra good deal. Give that a second to settle, and then I will. I do actually have a couple new CGC books. We've got the rest of this pile, and then I think after that, I'm going to call it a night. And yeah, make it short and sweet. Sure. Yeah. Unless they're CGC books or Mac.
Well, yeah, they're not much.
That's another ideas.
That's your background music.
Yeah, my background music is just 2 tones of meows. I think Alien Covenant, or yeah, Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
After
Oh.
maybe.
Dad really liked Prometheus quite a bit.
When did he watch it?
He said he's watched it. He's watched it a couple of times.
But you didn't remember it?
No. Well, I never watched it with him. It must have been one of those.
So the half off on the Aranya incomplete set and half off on the Jim Lee Villains and Heroes First Hush. We'll honor that on the YouTube upload as well. Really cool Wolverine covers. Got Static. Milestone imprint from DC. Okay. I have a different book up on the camera right now, but I'm going to put, for the last time, I think, Twisted Tales #1. It's a 9.8. This is a Corbin cover. Richard Corbin cover. This one's 150. It's gonna go up on A. We got a Mask #1. This is one of the new CGC books I have. 9/6 white pages. This was one of the more popular toys, I believe, in the 80s. Obviously not as popular as Transformers or G.I. Joe, but it's definitely one of those properties that could be utilized in films or other media. Has white pages, $125. Maps #1, gonna go up on B. And Planet Comics #1, 9/6, reduced price, $750, white pages, just awesome Dave Stevens cover on C. Sword of Azrael, very affordable, 9/6 white pages for $50. First appearance of Azrael on D. And then again, one last time, Sally Forth #8, 9/4 white pages for $325. Gonna go up on E. Okay. Yeah, Jeremy, I feel the same way, especially since I am back in front of the camera after a couple of years. Those 3-hour ones really wear when you're seeing them multiple times a week. So we got Birds of Prey #8, 9/0 for $29. It's gonna go up on G. This is the first time I believe Batgirl and Nightwing kiss. Yes, nailed it. 9/0 for $29 on G for Gotham. Batgirl #1, 9/0 for $21. Gonna go up on H. We got my favorite, pretty much art and comics period, but it's definitely my favorite Alex Ross. Kingdom Come #4. That's a first print, 9/4 for $40. And the actual, I mean, all of the art he did for Kingdom Come, and most of the art he does period is paintings. They're very large. This one is no exception. I saw it in person at the Chicago Big Wow show, and it's a huge piece. He was using it as a backdrop for his table, and that's definitely on the. I don't like the word grail, but it's on the wish list for sure. One of these days. So that's going to go up on I. See, we got the first. This is the third Blue Beetle, and it's the first, I believe, Jaime Reyes. It's a 9/2 plus for $26. Infinite Crisis #5. That's actually cover B. It's the Jim Lee cover, and I think it's the better cover. It's going to go up on J for Jaime. Another copy of Mask. This is a 9/0 for $49. We got the 9/6 for on 25, so no mistakes there. It's going to go up on K. And so these are the ongoing series, and this next book is the limited series they started with. So the first official appearance of Mask in Comics is actually this one. It precedes the other by a year. So this is a 9/0 for $59. Got first appearance of Speed Racer. 7/0 for $49. That's going to go up on M for the Mach 5. What was the name of this car?
I think so.
Mach 5, Mach 6. Okay, it's going to go up on M. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1. This is the first appearance of Power Rangers in comics. It's very affordable, given how big Power Rangers has been for 3 decades now. 9/2 plus for $29 on N. Got that Rocketeer Adventure magazine. This is a 2-parter. I have both books here. These are both Dave Stevens covers. I'm tempted to do a discount on it, but I can't because I just love the Rocketeer and I love the Dave Stevens covers. So this is an 8/0 for $21, and then this is a 9/2 plus for $21 as well. This is issue 2. The cool thing about this is Dave Stevens and Dave Dorman working together on the cover. And I actually think the largest impact of them working together is Dorman's kind of content preference. This is going to be your more esoteric covers. One of the more esoteric covers when it comes to Dave Stevens' typical style. He's very much a kind of 40s, 50s pinup approach. That being said, this one's dark, shadowy, gritty. It definitely features some sort of huge devil hand. So I think them working together kind of pushed Stevens out of his comfort zone a little bit. And for that reason, I do think this book is a little bit overlooked because it's very unique when it comes to his overall line of covers. Let's see. We can go up on O. Actually, so one's going to go up on O, and then two's going to go up on P. Well, I'd really prefer not to split those two up. Let's see. Darker Image, number 1. That's the Platinum Edition. Much, much harder to come by. First appearance of the Max, one of Sacramento's local artists, Sam Keith. Pretty big impact in the 90s. It's a 9.0 plus for $21. Going to go up on Q. And then we got Witchblade number 1, 9.2 for $19. Classic 90s art. That's going to go up on R. I believe that'll do it for the night. Oh, no. That'll be wrong one more time. Darkness number 1, 9.4 for $55. And that's his first solo series, of course, but his first actual appearance is in Witchblade number 10. So that's going to go up on S. And as a placeholder for the right third of the screen, I'll go ahead and put this guy there. That one can be claimed by name if anybody wants it. It's the Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine, number 72. It's a 9.4 for $29. I'll give this wall a few more moments. That way anybody watching after the fact has time to claim anything. Again, you can just say claim in a letter in the comments. To comment in the actual live show, you do have to hit the little subscribe button. But again, if you just want to watch it, you absolutely don't have to. You don't even need a profile to watch the YouTube videos, which is really nice. And I think it just has a really, really cool presentation as opposed to Instagram. So if anybody has any feedback, we're still kind of not quite in the live sale 1.0 realm yet, but I think we're getting close. So I really, really appreciate everyone that's helped out. Whether it's just watching, letting other people know about it, or actually giving some constructive criticism. And like I said, we implement it all the time. So whatever you guys want is what I want as well. Thank you, Jeremy. Really appreciate it. I will go ahead and get the first round of invoices from ACC LLC out tomorrow. This will be number 1 and number 2. So that'll be kind of a little milestone for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, my name's Landon Peets, signing off from Folsom, California, and we'll see you next time, every Tuesday.
Cheers. Enjoy some. Oh, see you.
Yeah.